Wishing to speak, would anyone in opposition wish to speak? Please come and line up at the lectern now.
Madam Vice Mayor, personal privilege, I don't think they can hear. Some of them are outside because there's no seating. Thank you, Vice Mayor, members of council. My name is Jamie Hollin. I live at 725A McFerrin, which, much unlike everyone else in this room, is right across the street from the subject property. I represent the Maxwell Area Neighborhood Association, consisting of 193 homes in the 5th and 6th council districts. I'm the president of the West Eastland Neighborhood Association. I stand before you tonight as a neighbor, side by side with other great neighbors here tonight in person or by petition from Maxwell Heights, Greenwood Neighbors, McFerrin Park, Cleveland Park, and the Dickerson Road Merchants Association. Indeed, these are the very pioneers upon whose shoulders I am standing in order to save our neighborhood from a destructive land use application. In my hand, I have the petitions reflecting the signatures of 151 individuals in opposition to this zoning change. 77 are from Greenwood Neighbors, 56 from Maxwell Heights, 15 from other areas of District 5. We need a land use policy, an application thereof at this corner, that will cultivate and inspire our neighborhood. A policy that creates centers of attraction because a great many parts of our neighborhood are horribly neglected. Approving this type of request for this structure would be a major setback against overwhelming opposition. This corner is emerging. Mr. Case Brinkman owns 935 West Eastland and has turned away multiple attempts by potential tenants who don't have the best interests of the neighborhood in mind. Now, 2 local East Nashville businessmen will be opening a restaurant on the property, which includes a $200,000 build-out of the premises. The opposition to this request is not about facade changes or security cameras. It's about the life safety of the tenants, neighbors helping neighbors, and the rule of law. Not once has the owner told us how he intends to improve the property for the safety of the tenants. Not once. No mention of back doors at each unit, fire detection, dividing walls inspected by the fire marshal. No, he simply told us, quote, "If I don't get the zoning, I'll rent it to MDHA," end quote. What he has demonstrated since at least 2005 is that the very laws passed by this body are irrelevant. Remember his letter to you. He said, "I added 2 more studio apartments and did so without proper zoning or permits." I genuinely hope it's not council policy to grant exemption from the very laws violated by landowners at the expense of the neighbors living in the affected community who have followed the zoning laws. This matter is set tomorrow in environmental court at 2 o'clock. We respectfully request that you let the court process take place.
My name is Amy Bryson, and I live at 1038 Petway Avenue in the Greenwood neighbor area, which is approximately about 2 blocks away from this location. I'm a stakeholder in Greenwood. We consist of 595 houses. Over the past 6 years that I've lived here, we've had many battles to improve our neighborhood. One, Walmart, KIPP Academy, the second charter school program to go into Davidson County, Metro Health's first walkability study, the landlord registration program, the single family overlay, conservation overlay. We have also worked diligently on the Gallatin Road specific plan, and most importantly here tonight, because we participated in the creation and development of our detailed neighborhood plan from day one during the visionary process. It was never the intention to take an illegal non-conforming use property that was serviced as a garage and conform it to higher density without the adequate safety measures installed. Our intention was to work very hard, was to desire that we have a positive redevelopment for that corner that can serve as a community hub very similar to the District 5 area, or excuse me, 5 Points area in East Nashville. We have a development practice that we do see in other sister cities and urban neighborhoods. When you look into the detailed plan, you're going to see on page 33, there are 4 types of zoning specifically for this property: MUM, MUL, RM40, RO20, those are all higher density. The best visual I can give you is commercial on the bottom, residential on the top. That is what is slated for that property in that area. This would be a much more appropriate zoning change and also add more value to this particular property. The benefit of the detailed neighborhood plan is to allow investors and also metro departments to understand what the individual neighborhood needs and wants are for their future, what they would like to see, what they've worked hard for. Neighbors are directly affected by this. We've attended 7 meetings since January, and during these meetings we were forbidden to speak, we were ignored, we were marginalized, and we asked the sponsor to withdraw the bill and stop supporting an investor who, number one, does not live in our neighborhood and does not live in our district. Many neighbors sitting here before you, myself included, have invested not only our life and our hard work away from our family to improve our neighborhood, but our money, our life savings. We've gone in, we've rehabbed houses. We've made them affordable for people to move in, door to door, neighbor to neighbor. Following that, we did go along with permits. We did pull UNOs. We followed the rules, regulations, and ordinances that Metro has put before us, not only in respect to Metro, but respect to our neighbors. We're all successful because we're successful neighbor to neighbor. It is our backs that representatives like you stand on, and I ask respectfully, with all of our hard work, please do not support this bill. Thank you. Thank you.